UK's Foreign Secretary and Tory leadership contender Liz Truss has come under fire over her comments on British workers. In a leaked audio clip accessed by The Guardian, Truss said UK workers need more graft, suggesting they lack the skill and application of foreign nationals. The opposition Labour Party says Truss's comments were offensive and that they effectively brand British workers as lazy. The Foreign Secretary faced a question about her controversial comments at the Perth hustings as well. Take a listen.
But The Guardian has unearthed quotes from you when you were Chief Secretary of the Treasury in 2019 tonight, saying that what we need from workers is more graft. Do you stand by that now?
Well, I don't know what you're quoting there, but the point that I've always made is what we need in this country is more productivity across the country, and we need more economic growth. And the thing that we don't have enough of is capital investment. And that is why it's so important that we get businesses investing, whether it's in the oil and gas industry, whether it's in the whisky industry, because we haven't done enough, to be frank.
Well, Liz Truss has spoken about the British work ethic before. She's been describing British workers previously as the worst idlers in the world in a book she co-authored in 2010. Meanwhile, Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss took part in the latest leadership debate called a hustings event in Scotland last night. Both the prime ministerial contenders dismissed the idea of a second Scottish independence referendum. Foreign Secretary Liz Truss said she would not allow that vote to take place within a decade, while Rishi Sunak said he could not imagine the circumstances in which he would grant one. Reacting to the statements, the Scottish National Party leader Kirsten Oswald said the hustings had been depressing watching for people in Scotland, and adds arguing the candidates had repeatedly attempted to tell us tonight what Scotland wants. Well, Alex is still with us on the broadcast live now. Alex, the Conservatives know that they will have a lot to do in Scotland when the next general election eventually comes around. So how much of this hustings event was about pitching for another term in government as well as winning this leadership contest?
But I've said the things that people need to hear, because our country...
Those tax changes will cost £30 billion. You understand we're moving in the right direction.
Alex Isaac joins us in London. So, Alex, we know that the Conservative Party has a lot to do in the next general election in Scotland when that general election eventually comes around. So how much of this husting event was actually about pitching for another term in government as well as trying to win votes in this Tory leadership campaign?
It is really important that the Conservatives get on track in Scotland. At the moment, they only have 31 MSPs in the Parliament in Holyrood, and they are not the majority. That's the SNP who are running the country, and First Minister Nicola Sturgeon. So by calling Nicola Sturgeon names and suggesting that the Scottish Government isn't doing enough on drugs and alcohol and all of the problems that both Sunak and Truss mentioned in the hustings there, they're actually putting a lot of people's noses out within Scotland itself. And there is a real worry that they may end up pushing further for Indie Ref 2 and getting it, because of the issues that have been brought up and because the public want to see a bit more independence. And these two candidates aren't really offering them anything else apart from going over and over all the problems that have been in Scotland since COVID took hold.
Alex Isaac in London, thank you very much.